Hey guys, it's Malik on Fleet 3.0. Today we want to relive the Super Bowl. You know, we're all disappointed because the Patriots won, of course. Because Rams can't do one. They had one job, actually. How you going to just score 3 points? I mean, this is what happens when you have a horrible team face the Patriots. Because you know the Eagles last year, we won the Super Bowl. We beat the Patriots. But let's just get this started. We want to play as the Rams and actually let them win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, so, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw. Peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me? Nikki, baby. Alright. Okay. Kind of wish these load up times would be faster, you know?
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl. All right, thanks, Coach.
But let me see if I can speed up the time, because I know the time is like forever. Alright, accelerated clock is on. Alright, we're good.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is
and of
on
course,
the air.
this is on all Madden, so we're
all on
fine.
the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
All right, let's go. Let's see if we can get more than 3 points against these Patriots.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing some...
Oh, shoot, I didn't even see him.
Down he goes. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself.
Oh, jeez.
No excuses for guys being out.
At least our run game is good. Let's see if we can get this passing game.
When they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with the big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are
God dang, Lon.
Can you ball on the receiver? Any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And down inside the 15 he goes. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Brandon,
Right, we just need this line to hold it up for us.
A matchup that
this tight end is doing great.
And it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right
Touchdown game.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, we got more points than they did in the Super Bowl.
The first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And You see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Tom Brady taking the field, surrounded by the rest of the offense for the Patriots. And Tom Brady, now the 4th quarterback all-time with 70,000 or more passing yards. He reached that milestone in that loss to the Steelers Week 15.
Applause, applause, applause. And it doesn't matter how long Tom Brady plays. He plays at an extremely high level. But I do wonder about he and the team going down the stretch. The Miami Miracle stung them. Hard-fought loss at Pittsburgh. The very next
get off the block.
They'll be in the playoffs. They have to play an extra game, and they will always be dangerous. But is this the year that they're going to have just enough in the tank to get it done?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
No, defense, I need you to hold.
Get this drive off to a good
Oh, my
start.
God. Who am I playing as right now? Because they surely can't get off no block.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Because
The
Tom
Patriots
Brady's
passing
lighting me
game is
up.
rolling. They've got another first down.
This is
Brandon, I think we can see early
So
on they're making
you're
a concerted effort
trash.
to get him the football. So
I am
to
clicking
me,
the button
that
as
means
fast as I can, and you still can't get off the block.
He's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes.
Look at that, look at that. I'm
to that well.
Look at that.
Phil Dorsett hauls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays.
Come on, it took us forever to get there. Don't let them get up here and score.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay,
We got it. That's a pick. This is a pick.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on, D.
Get
off the block. That's what I'm talking about.
To speak of there, maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. After the interception, here's Gall. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they work this well up.
See, we can be fine as long as the defense can hold.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Gall. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit.
Yo, both of my guys are dead open. Come on.
Progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Gall. Throw complete inside the course. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
God dang!
It's a Patriots
blitzing.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now on second down, this is good. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion,
I was about to say,
that's winning football.
I was say this kicker is trash.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin the drive on the ground.
That's face mask.
Brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up.
Good job, defense. Just another stop. Never good. But I can just kick him in this game.
You just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really, at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now, as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Let's go. Come on, defense. Just one more stop.
They haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
No second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
An excellent 6 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. And Charles, help me break down the Rams here as we get to the home stretch of the season because they still have one of the best records in the NFL. But after that wild Monday night win over KC on November 19th, haven't looked as sharp.
And sometimes when you have a streak that they carry around and they're playing at such a high level offensively, any dip looks like the worst dip in the world. But they have had their struggles. Quarterback Jared Goff, his quarterback rating at Chicago and then again against Philadelphia in Week 15, definitely took a hit. They have not been the team we have seen before, and teams have figured out a little bit of a formula to make it harder on them offensively. But I wouldn't say Coach Sean McVay to get it figured out and get that team back on track. Because once they hit the playoffs, I still think they'll be a team that no one really wants to play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now gone.
And he was open.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Charles, for the New England Patriots, one stat that you and I were looking at before the game is kind of interesting. When they lost in week 14 and 15, it's the first time they suffered back-to-back defeats in December since 2002. So I don't know that they're in trouble as they go toward the playoffs, but not playing their best. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Let's go.
The
Let's go.
Patriots
Let's go.
going to use one of their timeouts.
Defense.
As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Brady. This is White on the screen. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Skirts by it at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've come upon it. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half.
I'm actually mad about the halftime show of the Super Bowl. I was ready for that SpongeBob song,
for the
Sweet
2nd
Victory.
half of Super Bowl 53. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
Let's go defense.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw is Brady.
Good defense. Good defense. That's all I ask for.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the 2nd half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Take it in at the 11.
Let's go.
It's a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. The defense shut them down. Let's see the offense done.
Why? That was a good play, too.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Goff now to throw. On the crossing
Man,
route,
that's face mask. Let's go.
that's Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
God damn,
And this one's going to go
Carl.
the
Give me that
wrong
spin.
way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Yo, where's the
Anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop it for a loss of 10.
They're killing me with the no blocks.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is
Got it.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner
Yo, he should get MVP. He's going to get MVP. That's what I need right there.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm telling you.
76.
With this good defense, they should not have lost the Super Bowl.
Again, they run with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
And a man that Tyler doesn't have 100 yards yet.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter. Still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You've been doing
You
good.
want to play
Whenever
the
I
game
give
with
you
confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy,
Yo, that should be a touchdown.
they're just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to
Diving for the end
He
zone, and the ball
okay, he scored. God, you
you
scared me.
In for the score. And the
How you
Rams hang on
fumbled?
to their lead.
You lucky one the lineman picked it up.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said, this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But Let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Come on, defense. Y'all did good today. Tom Brady ain't coming back.
Brady to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, that's a pick.
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
You
cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady again.
Let's go.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game. And he's got a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
That's a pick.
Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice check there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Look at that. They dropping the ball.
Just about every time.
And they held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
What?
Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a clear day.
That's a dub right here.
No doubt
Just
about
running
it.
the
It
clock
almost
out.
looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And not much of a hole there.
This man still don't have like 100 yards.
4-yard line. Give him a couple
That'd be a
of
good
runs
play.
as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
That's complete to Cooks. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that work to the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And 100 yards.
Inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And this is secured by the Patriots. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football
And
back. Unfortunately,
here
they
comes
couldn't
the
get it.
confetti.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like
And there we go.
coaches tell us, well, when you score on
Rams
special
Super
teams,
Bowl
93%
champs.
of the time,
Maybe
you're
they should have
winning
had a
the game.
coach like
I'm
me.
still waiting to see that number
Yeah.
is empirical.
Yeah,
The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get
Hey,
the Lombardi Trophy.
that'll be all for today. Malik on Fleek out. Like and subscribe.